I've been looking for this remote because I want to put the camera more far away and I want to talk, but then it's like, I can't reach it. So I need the remote to do it for me. Um, anyway, good morning. And in this one, I'm gonna just talk on this one because there's a purpose. There's a purpose why I do Return of Sundays. I do them every day. I do them faithfully. I do them because I believe. I believe. You know, God is everything. God is everything. God loves all of us. And then people, you're given a choice in life to be good, to be bad, and it's like bad. When I say bad, that means like you force situations or you take a person's will away or you want to change something to your favor and then you'll ruin another person's life because you want something. And it's like, there's so many, you know, there's another way to go around things and you don't have to do evil to others to get your way. Just be a good person. Just be a good person. But I do the return of senders because people want to change things into their favor. They do love spells. They'll do breakup spells. They'll do chaos magic. They'll do all kinds of things. All kinds of things. To have your feelings all fucked up. To have you feeling crazy. Not crazy. But it's like, it took time. Like, this took a lot of time to sit there and get to know myself, get to know my feelings, get to know my emotions, and know that these feelings are not my feelings. Like, why am I feeling this way? Like, if I'm getting anxious or I'm getting nervous or I'm getting, I'm feeling like something's about to happen, and it's like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. So when I start feeling like that, I don't go anywhere, like, because I don't know what's gonna happen when I go outside. That's chaos magic. So somebody is sitting there, they playing in this shit. And it's like, you know what? Like, I like my solitude, I like my peace. So it really doesn't bother me. But it's just, the levels or the extent people will go to attack you, to attack your mind, you know? And it's like you have to know yourself. You have to know yourself. You have to know your mind. You have to know your body. So when something is off, you know, you know what the you know what's up. Like, like, wait, like, this is not my energy, like, this is not my mind, like, what is going on, like, what's going on, you know I send it out. I'll be like, this is not my energy. I'll say it. I won't do the return of Sundays, but I still do return of Sundays every day. I do them in the morning every day, and I send this energy back. Whatever energy these people project in, it's like I send it back. People do love spells. They want you to love them. And it's like, you will never love them. Like, they put you through hell. They made your life a living hell for years. And now they want you to love them? Are you fucking stupid? I'm sorry. I try so hard not to curse, but it's like the stupidity. The levels of stupidity is like, oh, I can't. But I try to be like okay with it. I try not to. My mouth is crazy, but I try to control all of that and not talk crazy. But it's like, people when they sit here and they do black magic, is like, I hate it. I really do hate it. I loathe it. It disgusts me. And then it's like, for someone to sit there and try to ruin my life or try to change things, I don't know, to their benefit. Like, they can see that you're happy, they see that you're okay, like, you're okay, like, no problems, like, everything is good. And they want to sit there and they want to fuck with you. You're alone. You're alone, right? No, but I have somebody that I like. I have somebody that I love, that I want to spend my time with, that I want to be with, that I want to, I want to build something with. And then it's like I start getting all these feelings, all these things in my head. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I love this person. And it's like, I love everything about the person. And it's like, what the fuck? What is wrong with me? And I'm like, I know someone is playing in this magic, doing breakup spells, doing, just trying to fuck with your mental, cause confusion, make you feel all these kind of ways. And it's like, yo, like I actually love my person. Like I actually like my person. And it's like, why would I leave my person if everything is good about my person? Everything is good. Like everything is just good. So it's like, why leave? Like what is wrong with you? Like stop. Like calm down. I had to refocus and just calm down, figure out what it is. What is it? It's this shit. People always playing in it. People always playing in this magic to alter your mind, to cause chaos, to cause havoc, to break up, you know, to break up situations because they don't want you to be in it because they want you. So they sit there, they doing love spells. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker. You know what? I threw everything out. I threw everything out. I was like, I don't want nothing. I just threw everything in the trash. I'm like, you know what? I don't want nothing from the past trying to come into my life and mess up my future. So, I filed a lot of complaints. I filed a lot of complaints. And then it's like people have been just fucking with me for a long time. I think my first complaint was in 2009. And then the person that sits there and fucks with me is telling me, oh, who to go to because he works for her. Robert Piazza. He works for her. So and then it's like whatever I complained about, it was like it never, there was no solution to it because the person that's sitting there doing all the bullying, all the this is it's just funny. It's just funny, when people have power, and how they abuse their power and they get away with it. They get away with it because they control everything and there's really nothing you can do about it. So it's whatever. But I threw out so much stuff. I found the first complaint that I made when I first started working within the courts. The first complaint that I made, and the first complaint I made was somebody was writing letters to my home. Writing letters to my home, and they were writing letters to my spouse when I was married. They wrote a letter talking trash about me to whoever I was with, and I'm like, yo, like it's like the levels of it. Like and it was a handwritten letter. It was a handwritten letter, and it's a woman. A woman wrote the letter, and then it's like the hate is like, why I'm a 27-year-old young person at the time, and then it's like they just want to sit there and fuck with your life. They have all this power, all this control, and then there's nothing you can do. The marriage fell, so it's like I don't even care. But it's like it's just the levels. Like, how dare you write a letter to my home, then write a letter to my spouse? And it's like, wow, like they were just so angry because they don't want you together, or they don't want things, I don't know, they don't want you to have nothing. So it's like, people always will try to fuck up what you have. That was back then. But I didn't know myself. I didn't know how people, I didn't know what people were capable of. You know, it took me a while. It took me a while to get it. Like, this is what people do. People play in magic. Like, people do black magic. People do love spells. People do breakup spells. They do all kinds of things. They do chaos magic to mess with your mind, mess with your emotions so that you're feeling all kind of crazies. So and then it's like I was supposed to go somewhere today, but and then it's like, you know, I start feeling anxious, or I start feeling like something is gonna happen, or I don't feel comfortable. I don't go. I don't go. Like when I start feeling like that, I just don't go because I don't know who's gonna pop up. I don't know what's gonna happen, and I get nervous. I get nervous. I don't want to stay scared, but I get nervous, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna put myself in a messed up situation. So I remove myself. That's how that goes. But you know, that could be magic, people projecting, people just doing shit all of the time. And then what else was it? It was like, you know, I don't know how people know that you could be with someone. Like how would you know? Like nobody knows. But it's like they don't want you together. So and then they'll project. They'll do shit to mess it up, to break it up, or like to mess up your mind. And it's like, you know, I don't want to push my person away. Like I like my person. Like I love my person. I care about my person. What happened? I think I was talking about something, and I'm like, wait, I can't talk about that on YouTube. But it was like, it's like, you know, what was I talking? It's love. Like, you know, when you actually love a person or you actually care about a person, it's like whatever love spells people are doing is not gonna work because you have someone that you actually have love for, that you actually care about. So then it's like they are gonna try to do things to mess it up. But then, you know, the effects of a love spell, it when you're doing a love spell onto someone and you want this person to love you, they end up hating you. They end up hating you forever, forever, and you will be alone forever. Like you will never be with anyone. Like no one is gonna love you because of the things that you're doing. So the love spells don't work. They work on people that have a low vibration. So if your vibe is low, like you in the street or you ghetto and you this and you that, yeah, the love spell's gonna work on you because you're you're not awakened. You're not awakened to it. So they can sit there and they can manipulate your mind and they can control you. They're the chaos. It'll consume you. Everything will be going wrong. Nothing goes right, and you're like, "What the fuck? Like, why is everything not?" You know, and it's because you gotta know. You have to learn how to control yourself. You have to know yourself. You have to control your mind. You have to stay calm. Don't sit out here and lose. Don't, how you say, like, you cannot overreact. You cannot react when this stuff is going on. You have to stay calm and you gotta figure this shit out. Like, you know what? Like, oh, this is what's going on. This is what's being done. Yeah, this is what's being done. But it's like, you know, it's so common. It's so common. Everybody does it. So people don't know. Like they just don't know that this is what people are doing. They don't know, or they don't think, oh, someone is doing chaos magic, or someone did a love spell on me, or someone did this, or someone did that. You know, they don't want you speaking to someone. They don't want you with a person. So they're gonna do a breakup spell, and then you don't want to talk to the person. You don't even know why you don't want to talk to the person no more. And it's like, yo, like somebody's really fucking trying it. They're really trying it. I have been going through this for many years. Many years. It hasn't been months. It hasn't been days. It has been years of hot mess. It has been years of people just doing straight black magic, trying to do chaos magic. They do beauty spells on you. They do all kinds of stuff, because they're angry or they're unhappy within themselves. So they'll sit there and they will attack you. When women sit there and they attack your looks, it's because they're jealous. They're jealous. They attack your body, or they want you to gain weight, or they want you to be a little fucked up. It's because they're jealous. It's because they're jealous of you. So they want to sit there and they want to mess up other people's perception of you. But it's like, you could be a good person. You're a genuinely good person. This is how you are naturally. People are gonna love you. People are gonna love you because you give love, you show love, and you're a naturally good person. Why would people hate you? The ones that hate you are the ones that are jealous and mad. It's okay. It doesn't faze me. It doesn't faze me anymore. I'm not 22, fucking 43 years old, and it just doesn't faze me. And then this magic, this low level. This is low level magic. Like they're doing the lowest of the low. Black magic is the lowest of the low, and God is real. God is real. And I do return to senders. I do them every day. I do return to senders. I do these multiple times in a day because people are always playing. They always playing in my energy. I always speak the truth. I always say what it is because people are always lying. People are always lying. People have power. So then they sit there and they just tell lies. And people believe they lies. They talk bad about you. And they want everyone to believe all the bad things that people are saying about you. And you're not a bad person. You're actually a good person. You're a cool person. You're a chill person. Like, oh my God, I like her. Like, what's wrong with you? Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad? Because she don't like you? But it's whatever. I mean, this has been this has been a spiritual war for about 20 years. I think since I started, since I grew up. Since I grew up, I've just been attacked. Once you go out there and you're in the real world and you have to be in a job, people in your job will fuck with you too because this is what people do. This is what people do. It doesn't matter where you come from. It does not matter. People do this shit. People do it because they want control of the situation. They want control of your mind. They want control of everything of you. And then once they can't control you, then they start doing death spells to kill you off. They want permanent endings within your life because they can't control you. So now the spells get bigger and they start doing death spells because they want you dead. They want to end your life. What's that? Unalive you. Now they want to unalive you because the magic is not working. Love spells are not working. The chaos magic is not working. The breakup spells are not working. So now they want to kill you. Now they want to unalive you. It's just so crazy, the levels of hot mess. New York City. I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna come back and do the return of senders. Oh my God, I'm so sorry about the noise. It calmed down. It stopped. It stopped. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying because the noise was so loud. I'm like, oh my God. But it's like, it's just levels to this. It's levels to this magic. And then it's like, you have to know yourself. You have to know yourself. You have to know when someone is working. You have to know your own energy. Your own energy. You have to know your feelings. You have to know your emotions. You have to know, like, this is not me. This is not my mind. Like, when people do chaos magic, they just want shit to go crazy. So it's like when you go outside, you'll just start having arguments with people, or you just won't get along, or it's just gonna be problems outside. So when I start feeling like that, like I don't go outside and I don't interact with people because I don't want problems. I'm not gonna argue because I know I know my mouth and I get angry, and then I'm like, you know what? I need to stay calm. Stay calm, and I cannot be around anything that's gonna have me upset and talking crazy and looking crazy out here. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna stay home. I'm gonna stay home and I'm not going outside. And I'm fine that way. You know, I'm fine. I like my instant. I'll read cards or I'll make a video or I'll talk about this shit because everybody does it. Everybody does it. And then you have to be sure of yourself. You know, if you're in a relationship, you have to be sure that it's a good relationship, that you actually, like, there's love there, like you actually love who you're with, because once you love who you're with, no one can really interfere with that because there's real love there. You know, people will always do love spells, they'll always do things to mess things up for you because they're jealous or they're angry or they just don't want you to be happy. They don't want you to be happy, so they're gonna sit there and they're just gonna do shit to fuck with you. And it's like, you know, you have to pay attention. You have to pay attention to all this, to everything, everything. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna do some return of senders. You know, I'm gonna send that energy back. All that chaos magic, they send it. Yo, they send it all this chaos magic. Like, how can you send all this chaos magic? It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work on me. So it's gonna go back to you. Then you're gonna have problems. The moment you wake up, you're gonna have problems. You are gonna have problems. You're gonna have a bad day. Love spells don't work. You're gonna be alone for fucking ever. What else? Love spells don't work. Chaos magic. It's just a lot of stuff. It's just, it always backfires. And I don't know why people do it. They just do it because they think that they have power over you, but nobody is more powerful than God. Like, I believe in God. Like, I pray to God. I talk to God. I thank God. I ask God to return all this energy, like all this energy that is around. Like, God, like, just send this out. Like, send it back to whoever is sending it. It's gonna go back to them. I believe it's gonna go back to them. It's gonna go back to them. They're gonna have a horrible future, a horrible life. They're gonna be miserable. Yes, they are gonna be miserable. And that is not my problem. That's not, I don't fucking care. I don't care what happens to these people that sit here and they do this shit. Like, I don't care what happens to them. I'm gonna send it back. Like, I'm gonna send it back. Like, don't sit here and do shit and then you get mad when I send it back, because I'm gonna send it back. I'm gonna clear my space, I'm gonna clear my energy, and I'm gonna send this shit back. I'm gonna come back here and do my return to senders. Always leave with love, stay positive, vibe high. Can I stop it with my remote?